As it was when I first got here, it was really crazy. I think the whole I think when I first got here, they wanted to show everybody that I'm not different from anybody else.
Are allegedly attacked by rapper Remy Ma is recovering in the hospital now. This photo today showing the damage to her left eye. Police charge Remy Ma with misdemeanor assault.
Oh, okay.
Same thing.
Oh, okay.
Watch.
Yeah, okay. We can test her right now. Right now, ugly. Everything. Oh, you thought you was gonna see fine ugly, bitch. You wasn't. Try to beat you up. Come downstairs. You know you in front of the courthouse trying to act like you're tough. Yeah, stop. Yeah, let's go around the corner. Come on.
Remy Ma is a name that often appears when people talk about the most influential women in hip-hop. Many fans see her as a legend, someone who helped open doors for female rappers during a time when the industry had very few women at the top. Her music, personality, and story all carry a strong impact. At the same time, her journey has never been simple. It includes success, struggle, controversy, and many difficult moments that shaped who she became. Born Reminisce Smith on May 30, 1980, in the Bronx, New York, Remy did not grow up in a peaceful environment. Her childhood was filled with challenges that forced her to grow up much faster than most children. While other kids spent their time playing or focusing only on school, she often had to take care of her younger siblings because the adults in her household were dealing with addiction and financial problems. The crack epidemic was heavily affecting many neighborhoods in New York at the time, and her family was not immune to those struggles. Living in such an unstable environment exposed Remy to violence, fear, and stress at a very young age. She later explained that fights, injuries, and emotional pain were common in the neighborhood, and people often treated those situations as normal parts of daily life. Growing up around constant tension can deeply affect a young person's mindset. Some people become quiet and withdrawn, while others develop a strong defensive attitude to protect themselves. Remy chose to become tough, deciding early that she would not allow anyone to intimidate her. Music became her main outlet. Writing lyrics gave her a way to express the anger, sadness, and pressure she felt inside. As a teenager, she recorded early songs that reflected the darkness of her experiences. Her lyrics were emotional and honest, showing the thoughts of someone carrying responsibilities far beyond her age. Those early recordings revealed her natural talent for storytelling and wordplay, skills that would later help her build a successful rap career. However, the challenges in her life did not disappear as her musical ability grew. She encountered legal trouble at a young age, which showed how deeply the environment around her influenced her actions. In 1996, when she was still a teenager living in a homeless shelter, she was arrested after an argument with another girl reportedly turned physical. 2 years later, she faced additional accusations related to property damage and threats. These incidents created an early reputation for being confrontational, long before she became famous. Despite these setbacks, her talent continued to attract attention. Word about a young female rapper with powerful skills began spreading through the Bronx music scene. Eventually, her reputation reached Christopher Rios, widely known as Big Pun, one of the most respected rappers of that era. Big Pun heard about her ability and wanted to meet her. When they finally met, he asked her to perform a freestyle rap. She delivered an intense performance that impressed him immediately. That moment became a turning point in her life. Big Pun began mentoring her and introduced her to important people in the music industry. She adopted the stage name Remy Martin and started appearing on projects connected to his career. Being associated with such a well-known artist gave her exposure and helped her build confidence. After Big Pun's sudden death in 2000, rapper Fat Joe stepped forward to support her career and signed her to his group, Terror Squad. Her biggest breakthrough came in 2004 when Terror Squad released the hit song Lean Back. The track became a massive success, reaching #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Remy's verse stood out and introduced her to a global audience. Awards, nominations, and media attention followed quickly. For a time, it seemed that her future in the industry was guaranteed, and many people predicted she would become one of the leading female rappers of her generation. However, the music industry can be unpredictable. When she released her solo album There's Something About Remy, based on a true story in 2006, sales did not meet expectations. The project sold far fewer copies than she had hoped, which left her feeling disappointed and frustrated. She believed her record label did not promote the album strongly enough, and felt that her supporters were not fully backing her. These frustrations added emotional pressure to a life that already carried years of unresolved trauma and stress. By 2007, Remy was working independently, but she also felt increasingly isolated. Success had brought recognition, money, and fame, yet it did not remove the emotional struggle she had carried since childhood. She still had a quick temper and a strong defensive personality shaped by years of survival in difficult surroundings. Those unresolved issues eventually contributed to further legal problems that would later become widely known. Even with all the controversy surrounding her life, Remy Ma's story remains complex and powerful. She represents both the possibility of rising above difficult beginnings and the reality that early trauma can continue affecting a person long after success arrives. Her journey shows how talent and determination can open doors, but emotional healing is just as important as professional achievement. Today, many people continue to debate her legacy. Some focus on her musical accomplishments and influence on female rap, while others highlight the legal troubles and personal conflicts that followed her career. Both perspectives are part of the same story. Remy Ma's life reflects the complicated path many artists travel, especially those who grow up facing hardship before entering the spotlight. In the end, her journey is not simply a story of fame or controversy. It is the story of a woman shaped by struggle, opportunity, mistakes, and resilience. Whether people view her primarily as a hip-hop legend or as a controversial public figure, one fact remains clear. Remy Ma's life has never been ordinary, and her experiences continue to spark conversation across the music world.
Pun, like it wasn't a question of what it is.
Wasn't Moondog no more.
Nah, everybody knew what it was when I met him. Like they knew what it was. And he lived around the corner from my mom. I'm rapping for like 3-4 minutes straight. He's like, all right, that's dope. And he looked at me dead in my face and was like, but that could be your only hot rap, so let me hear another one. So I do it again, like, all right, like this is what I do, right? And then she's like, so we writing, like, and I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I was so confused. I had never heard of a ghostwriter, nothing. That was even so unheard of to me.
Remy Ma is one of those names that always comes up when people talk about female rap legends. Her name carries weight, her story sparks debate, and her legacy stays complicated. Known as the Queen of the Bronx, Remy came from real struggle. She survived environments that break most people, and still rose to become the First Lady of Terror Squad. With the Crew, she topped Billboard charts and earned Grammy nominations, something very few women in rap were doing at the time. But behind the praise and accolades, there is another side to her story that rarely gets highlighted, a darker side. One judge once described her as an angry young woman after she faced multiple assault cases and an attempted murder charge. Remy Ma's life was anything but calm, and the chaos started long before fame. Let's get into it. Born Reminisce Smith on May 30, 1980, Remy Ma did not get a normal childhood. While other kids were outside playing, she was forced into adult responsibilities early. She helped raise her younger brothers and sisters because the adults around her were struggling with addiction during the crack epidemic that was tearing through New York City. She saw addiction and instability up close. Remy later admitted that in her household, abuse against women was not shocking. Black eyes were common. Stories of serious violence were whispered about and brushed off like they meant nothing. In Castle Hill, that was considered normal life. Growing up in an environment like that usually leads to one of two paths. You either become a victim or you turn yourself into a soldier. Remy made her choice early.
Disappointed with the label's support of her debut solo effort, There's Something About Remy. She also publicly criticized Terror Squad leader Fat Joe for failing to support her debut.
Yes, I'm definitely switching labels. We working on signing those release papers as we speak. So I will be definitely switching labels. I don't know where I'm going yet, but it's gonna be with somebody that got the same drive like me, that want to win like.
By the time she was 13, she decided she would not let anyone walk over her. That pressure needed an outlet. Remy recorded her first song titled Suicide. It was dark, raw, and unsettling. The lyrics focused on wanting to end her own life, showing how heavy the weight on her shoulders really was. It gave a glimpse into the mind of a gifted kid who felt trapped by poverty, violence, and responsibility that was far too heavy for her age. Long before the world would call her the First Lady of Terror Squad, law enforcement already knew her real name. The idea that Remy Ma only got into trouble after fame is inaccurate. The violence started early back when she was still a teenager trying to survive an unforgiving system.
I believe it firmly that she's innocent.
Are you happy with it?
I'm innocent. You can always say that.
December 1996, a 16-year-old Reminisce Smith was living in a Bronx homeless shelter. According to police records, she was arrested after an altercation with another teenage girl named Leonora Torres. Authorities alleged that Remy struck the girl in the face with an umbrella. The other girl reportedly described it as a cheap move. The message was clear. Remy was willing to get physical when she felt disrespected.